You saw your buddy post on Facebook, on Instagram, him bass fishing, fishing in general, and you want to take up bass fishing. Well, you came to the right channel, because in this channel, you will learn all kinds of stuff of how to go about it and how not to break the bank. I'll say that again, how not to break the bank.
Hey y'all, just wanted to let you know that that price there is no longer that price. It is $13.22 today in 2026. That was 2023. $13.22 is what it costs. Is this still a good deal? I bought mine, I still have them, about 5 years ago, and they were only 9 something from Eagle Claw. 194 pieces, guys. 194 pieces. Is it still worth it? You get all this for that price. 194 piece ultimate bass rigging kit. And this is the cool thing about this kit right here. If you turn it back around, if you've never bass fished, I think this is a great deal. Because not only that, it teaches you 3 rigs that will produce numbers of fish, and even big fish, big largemouth bass, smallmouth. But is this still worth it? Is this kit still worth it? I'm about to show you. I'm gonna put this down, and I'm gonna show you everything I grabbed, and then I'm gonna give you a price on it after I set it on this glass table here. Come on in. Imagine this. So we'll start off with the swivels. It says it's got 24 swivels, 2 different sizes. Yep, 2 different sizes, 12 each. That's 24. So there you go. Let me see, where's the other one? They didn't have everything, but that's okay, because let me get the other pack. There's another pack. So here's your 2 packs of swivels. Those are about under $2. There's your beads, right? On the Gamakatsu hooks, the wide gap, the extra wide gap, they only had Gamakatsu, so I had to go with Gamakatsu. So here's the wide gap, here's the round bend, and these are the bigger wide gap. So here's another 5. There's 2 packs of that. There's a 4 in between. This is actually the round bend. We'll keep these together. So there you have it. Here's another 5. So there's 3 5s. Here's another 3 right there. Your drop shot hooks, I grabbed 2 packs, so that's the amount that's in here. It's only 2 right in there. You can see them. So there's 2. And then I grabbed these packages right here for your weights. See these right here? And then they didn't have these sizes right here. They didn't have any more, so I had to get this size here of wide gap, a 3/0 and a 4/0 wide gap hooks to go along with this package deal. So you got your 3/0, another set of 3/0s, which would be right here, right? And a 4/0, which would go down here. So here you have it, guys. In the first row, oh, the swim baits. Where's the swim bait? Let me see. This right here. So if you add this in here, all this right here, if you buy all this, which is what's in this kit, the beads are there. The only thing that's missing is still the bobber stoppers, right? We're at about, if you get all this separate and not get the kit, the Eagle Claw 194 piece ultimate bass rigging kit, right? If you don't get this, remember the bonus. If you've never bass fished, this would be the bonus. 3 rigs that will produce, that are great. I've used them all the time, okay? I'll tell you the rigs: the drop shot rig, the Texas rig, and the Carolina rig.
This right here, what was it, 13 what? 13.22 without tax for that. This route here is about 80, 81, $81. You still need tax you still need your tax. You got to pay your tax on it. So, is this still worth it?
Hi, this is Blake.
Just let me know what you think, if it's still worth it. I think for the money, and you're just now starting to fish, you're just now starting to bass fish, this is the route to go. And right off the bat, you already learned three rigs that are lethal rigs for bass fishing, for largemouth and smallmouth. There it is. I'll flip this around if you don't see it the right way. I'll flip it around. But there's your 3 rigs. This is made by Eagle Claw. And it's the 194-piece Ultimate Bass Rigging Kit. I'm telling you, this will be something. But I wanted to let you guys know I bought this about 5 years ago. And I paid nine and some change. And you see what they are now, $13.22. So let's put all this back. But now we're going to do the Texas rig, okay? We're trying to find out too, at the end of the day, the point of the video, is this 194-piece kit worth the money today? And I was corrected by the family. I was told that I bought a whole box of these, minus a couple of them. I think the box had like 13 that they set out there at Walmart, and I bought like 8 or 9 or 10 of them, and I've been using them over the years because this can get very costly. But you're going to watch the rest of the video, and you're going to see we take we take mostly all these items up to the counter and do the math on it, and you'll be amazed if you sit there and buy all this one piece at a time, how much it costs. So is this kit worth it? Let's go to the Texas rig. This is what you got to do. If you don't shop at Walmart, guys, it's a good idea to shop at Walmart. And if everybody told the truth, or a lot of people told the truth, let me correct that. If a lot of people told the truth when they start bass fishing, where do they go first? Where do they start? Walmart. And I'm still today, after years of bass fishing, going to Walmart. Like I said, you can look this kit up online. I've seen this kit. I'm not going to throw the store out there because I don't want to throw them under the bus. But they want $25 for this kit. And you can buy it for 11 something plus tax at Walmart. So let's see. So what you do, again, take advantage. Let me, I'm not bragging. $21 rod for the Texas rig. Okay? We're going to do the Texas rig first. These are the 2 hooks right here. Let me bring the kit back in view. The wide gap hook, EWG, worm hook, there it is. Your round bend hook, right here. It's your choice what you wanna make your rig out of. What style hook? It's your choice. Then, if you can and you catch it, if you catch the clearance at Walmart, you can get you the rod that works perfect for both of these setups. Well, this one works for the Texas rig. This rod here is a medium power, or medium heavy. Let me show you. Medium heavy. Right here. Medium heavy, fast action. That's what the fast stands for. Medium heavy, fast action. Look what I paid for it, guys. $21. From $52 to $21 on clearance. And this is the Berkeley Lightning Rod Shock. Very nice rod. And this one happens to be 7 foot. Medium heavy, fast action. That's what that means. 10 to 30 pound test. It could be braid. It could be monofilament. It could be fluorocarbon. Whatever. What you want to pair for this type of rig, this type of fishing, what you want to pair this with is a high-speed reel, bait casting reel, a high speed. This is a Shimano, 7:2-to-1 gear ratio on this guy here. 7:2-to-1. Let me engage you here. Okay, there it is. 7:2-to-1 gear ratio, Shimano Corrado reel. Okay, Now I'm going to pause the video just for a second so I can put the reel on this rod and get this setup going. In this demonstration, the Texas rig that I'm about to show you guys, in the demonstration, it shows a swivel. You don't have to have a swivel if you don't want to. You see the swivel right there? You don't have to on the Texas rig. But if you want to, you can. But what that's going to do is going to keep the bait, the weight moving. And it's going to stop at the swivel. The way I'm going to do it is just going to go right directly to the bait. But in this rig here, this is a nice rig too, because the weight only has this movement here, depending on the leader. I'm not going to make a leader on this one at all, on the Texas rig. So I'm going to show you how to tie that now, okay? But you can tie it this way. Feel free to tie it this way. You're also going to catch fish. But the way I do it, I eliminate the swivel, just straight to the. So this is what I do. I take my I'll show you here real quick. Again, you need a bead for this rig. You saw it in the rig. Wait, well, they don't even have a bead. I like a bead in here to protect the knot. I like a bead in between the hook and the weight. I like a bead in there. See, over here, they have the bead here to protect that knot. See? But the weight's not hitting, in the Carolina rig, the weight's not hitting the knot. See? But in this one, it is going to be hitting the knot. So if you throw you a nice little glass bead in there, that's perfect. That's why they give you glass beads, so you have that option. Well, they're not really glass beads, but they're regular beads. So let's go on with this. Okay, so what you do is you decide which hook you're going to use. A EWG hook on the left, 3/0, or a 3/0 round bend hook. The line that I recommend for this Berkeley medium heavy fast action rod, right? I recommend at least 17 to 20 pound test. That could be monofilament, fluorocarbon, or braid. If you want to go straight braid, a lot of people do it like that too. They don't mess around, they just use braid. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to thread our weight. Let's grab a weight from here. And the weights vary, whatever size. You see the sizes right here? I mark all the sizes. The closest to the container, 1/16. There's your 1/16. And then the top one is my quarter. When I shut it, that's my quarter, the top one. Most people would do it the opposite. They would put this for this and this for this. But I do it the opposite way. Well, you get you a little weight. Let's get us, let's just say we're going to be Texas rigging. Let's get a quarter, okay? Let's do a quarter on this one. This purple weight right here. So you thread the weight through there. It's simple. It's right through the hole, just like anything else. You take you a bead, right? Bead doesn't have to be a special bead. It doesn't matter. You take you a bead, right? A regular bead, right? Okay, you put you a bead in there, like this. Then the next thing is, let me bring the kit into view again so I can show you. A bobber stopper. You see that? 12 to 20 pound line. You see that on the bottom? 12 to 20 pound, okay? But I don't want to open the kit until I go out of town or something. I have bobber stoppers here, right here, right? But what you can do, so you don't have to buy bobber stoppers, but with the kit they come. But if you don't want to buy bobber stoppers, another little tip, another little trick is the toothpick, the toothpick trick. You're like, what, a toothpick? Yes, I carry a bunch of toothpicks in case I run out of the bobber stoppers. So what you do is, once again, you can improve clinch this knot if you want. You can improve clinch it if you want. Or you can polymer. I like a polymer knot, but we're going to improve clinch real quick. Basically, run the line, because that's the most simplest knot that you can do, and it's a strong knot. Basically, run it through the eye, the back, twist your hook, twist your hook, twist your hook, twist your hook, and you're going to see this forming right there. You could twist it 6 to 8 times if you want. 6 is good for me. I do 6 with catfishing, you know, and if catfish don't bust my line 6 to 8 times, I know I could get away with bass with that. But you could do 6 to 8 wraps, then bring it right through the loop that you made there, right? You grab it. You can run it again if you want, back through this loop as well, right? Don't mind my shaky hands, guys. You run it through there, grab it, tighten it a little bit, put some spit on it, a little bit, pull. Hold on. There it is, okay? Get you, if you don't want to buy side cutters, these nice ones, get your fingernail clipper, carry it in your little bag or whatever. Cut the little tag in right here so I don't mess with the weight. Boom, there you go. Now what happens is the weight comes right down and slaps that knot and doesn't hurt it. There's that. There's what you're looking at right there without the swivel. Save yourself a swivel, just do it this way, you'll be fine. Now what you want to do is go over here to these beautiful fake worms right here and pick you one, whichever one you want. In this case, we're going to pick this one that has a little bit of ribbon on the bottom. What you do, you take this weight or you take this worm, and let's just pick this one. Let's pick this one. It doesn't matter. You go in about a 1/4 inch. Find the factory line, okay? This one's really probably not the proper one, but that's okay, okay? Let me see where the line is. You find the line on the worm. Right in the center. You see that? Right in the center. 1/4 inch, pop out. There you go, just like that. That's what it's going to look like that. Okay? You bring it all the way up. Turn it. And what I like to do that people don't do is I just hook it on the side. I don't put it through the worm like most people. They can put it through here and come out through that little cavity right there. Because what it'll do is a lot of the times it'll fall down when you're swimming it. So what I do is I barely put it on the side right there. Let me see. Pull the worm a little bit. Oh, no. Right there. Don't mind my shaky hands, guys. Like that. That way, it's not in the worm too much, and the fish bites it, and the worm's in the way. When he bites it here, he's going to get hooked. So this is what you're looking at, guys. Right there. That is a very good rig for bass. Any type of bass. Look at where the hook is. It's barely in the worm. When he grabs it, that hook is going to hook him quick. But the traditional way is to put it through the middle of the worm and out. I showed you guys, it comes out right here. But this is a better way, like this. To me, this works better. This is what it looks like, guys. Look at that. Nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, your little 20-pound line, 17, 20-pound line, a good medium heavy rod for this style of fishing, this type of rig, medium heavy, fast action, and a nice little rig like this. Make it simple. Man, lots of times you can get a lot of these worms on clearance. You can get the terminal tackle sometimes, but the worms, the rods, the line, man, I've bought line up to $2, guys, from $15 to $2 for the line. But this is a simple rig that'll catch you numbers of bass. And a lot of people don't use it. Simple rig. Look at that. You can't beat that rig right there. Look at that. And look at the bottom of the tail. Nice chartreuse down there. Now, what you can do with the bobber stopper is put it right here where this doesn't move this weight. It's all one. It's all one. You take a bobber stopper, one of these guys, put it up here in the line, push it towards the sinker to lock the sinker in place. And now that sinker don't move. And now it's like a jig, like you're jigging, you know, like a jig, not like you're jigging, like a jig. So you would put your bobber stopper right here in front so this weight don't move a lot. But a lot of people like the movement of the weight because it lets the worm be free in the water, especially if you get like suspending type worms, like worms that float. It'll float up. It'll be on the bottom like this, basically, like this. And this will be like this. A lot of action on it because it'll be floating in the water column on the bottom. But there it is, guys. There's your rig. Simple, very effective rig. Here's your Texas rig. Take it easy.